What we are about to do now is something we've never done on Dining on a Dime ever before. We're about to go on a boat tour, and then we're gonna go eat some fried alligator and frog legs. That's right, we are here at Coopertown Airboat Tours and Restaurant, just on the border of Everglades National Park. And so we're gonna go on one of these airboat tours, hopefully luck out and spot a gator or two, and then we're gonna go to the restaurant next door. So this is super exciting for me. I've never had gator before, and I've never been on an airboat tour, so let's go and check it out. I'm excited. Captain Jesse, we're in Everglades National Park.
We're in the northeast corner of it.
Okay. It certainly is beautiful.
Okay.
Very peaceful.
It's very unique, very mystic,
Yeah,
very exotic.
Yeah, I've really never been anywhere like this.
The river is half the distance it used to be. When you left out of Miami, when you go over that one bridge, right there, that was the edge of the Everglades. 50% of it's gone.
Wow. How long have you been doing this?
Coopertown started in 1945. Depression was going on in that time, and war was ending, so everybody was losing jobs. So cousins came down to Florida and started frogging for a living. People started asking my cousin, well, take us out for a ride out there. So my cousin finally said, let me build a little bit bigger boat. Daytime we'll take people for a ride, and at nighttime we'll still frog. But the boats were small then, they were about half this size, and they were aircraft engines.
Why can't you have just a regular speedboat, a regular submerged engine?
Well, it's going to get twisted up in all the grass and weeds that's in here. These are like a skid, really. They basically hydroplane across the top of the water. At certain times of the year, the water out here gets down to where we're right at a drought level. We'll have just a thin film of water on it,
Sure.
and these boats will still run. Other than that, there's no way to get out here. And the Everglades is a water supply of everything from West Palm Beach all the way to Key West. And without this water here, there would be like in the middle of Arizona, you'd have a desert. But everything out here is raised in a wet environment, so it has to swim. If it can't swim, it don't survive. You know, even rabbits will swim. If they run out of food over in one spot, they'll swim around to the next vegetation. You've got 350 species of birds. You got white-tailed deer, raccoon, possum, squirrel, otter, rabbit, mink, wild boar, black bear, panther.
And of course, you'll see some gators out here.
We're going to see some gators out here.
You hear kind of urban legends about alligators. You know, you flush an alligator down the toilet and then it lives in the sewer, or that they're really crawling all over Florida. Is that true?
If there's water in Florida, there's either an alligator been there, will be there, or is there.
Or is there right now?
Okay, they'll use the coastal waterways, they'll travel canal systems, because as long as there's water, then they'll travel it. So that's the reason it's not uncommon to find it in somebody's swimming pool or in the backyard.
Wow.
You know, because of the canal systems.
So what's the plan now?
We'll go see if we can find a little bit of wildlife in there, and then we're going to go back to the restaurant, and we'll show you a little bit of how we prepare alligator.
Sounds good, Jesse.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Let's try it. That's basically similar to the sound of a baby alligator, so a lot of times the alligator's curious, he'll check it out.
She's sleeping. We need you to sign a release. Can I get your email address? I don't know if alligators use email. So long, buddy. It's like when the dog follows you home. So we have here diced and breaded and fried nuggets of alligator tail. This is the prime rib of gator right here. So this is the finest cut, the tail meat, the big, big fat tail on the alligator, some of which get to be 19 feet long. It's a little bit meatier like pork, a little bit firmer, but it's extremely lean. These are breaded in a cornmeal batter, and then they're fried. The seasoning on the outside of these is very strong. It's that kind of classic Italian seasoning. Onion powder, oregano, garlic, maybe a little bit of paprika. It does resemble chicken or pork in texture and flavor a little bit. And that's really nice. Why don't we move on to the frog legs? This is a nice juicy piece of meat. The frog legs relative to the gator, a little bit more juice, a little bit more fatty, a little greasier. Has a lot of flavor. Tim, Lucas, nice to meet you. Help yourself to my frog legs. Tell me exactly how you feel about them.
My Uncle Tom turned me on to frog legs when I was about 7 years old. Most kids would not eat frog legs. I eat them whenever I get a chance, and I've never had a frog leg like this. It's like a chicken drumstick. There is a ton of meat on them. It's thick and sweet, but not chewy at all.
Did you get to go on a boat ride?
We did one of the airboats, and we actually saw 2 gators while we were out. And just the ride itself, even if we hadn't seen any animals, that ride would have been well worth it.
It's a lot of fun, right?
It's a lot of fun.
Kind of going through the grass. And
the boat kind of glides to one side, and then the other. Feels like you're hydroplaning, but feels completely safe.
Yeah, it's a real special place.
Yeah, so
Tim, nice talking to you.
Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. It's really cool that you can go a relatively short ways out of Miami, and it's like a completely different country out here. It's super serene. There's really just water and grass and a ton of wildlife. And so I think that's a really neat aspect of Miami and of the area, that you have this within striking distance and it's very close. This place is just a cool story. What's neat is that it sort of combines this experiential aspect also with the culinary aspect. You can go ride around for an hour around in the Everglades, and then you can come and you can have a meal and you can eat what you saw, which is kind of messed up in some ways, but it's also really cool because it's like, this is real and this is what people eat and this is part of the life for a lot of people down here. Hey folks, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining on a Dime from Coopertown Airboat Rides and Restaurant in Coopertown, Miami, Florida. If you'd like to watch more, please click here. Frog legs are fun because you can make them dance. Have them form a little kick line. Kids watching at home, don't play with your food.